State lawmakers have approved 3 initiatives that tens of thousands of Washingtonians signed on to support. Coming up, we'll talk about what changes happens when those new laws kick in later this year.
Well, we've had mild and sunny conditions today. I'll tell you what's coming up in the latest in my first alert weather forecast.
Okay, Stacy, also ahead, the new measure in Oregon, which allows consumers to fix devices like their iPhone.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Well, happy Super Tuesday. Good evening, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for being here.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. We're starting here in Washington. State lawmakers have approved 3 of 6 initiatives to the legislature that were presented this year. Now, those were proposals that enough people signed on to that the legislature had to consider them. First up, we have I-2111. That adds another layer to Washington's statewide ban on income taxes, which has been debated since the legislature approved a capital gains tax several years ago. I-2113 once again loosens the restrictions on police chases in Washington. Once it takes effect, law enforcement officers will be able to start a chase if they have reasonable suspicion that a person has committed any crime, not just the violent ones as it is right now. Lawmakers also approved I-2081, which creates a Parents' Bill of Rights. Now, it tightens the requirements about when schools have to contact parents and the information that schools are required to provide. In ideal circumstances, those are all good things, but there is some concern about the way the new law could be interpreted.
Really unintended consequences like schools keeping lists of the students that might go to a gay-straight alliance and making that available to parents upon request. I don't think any of us really like the idea of the government keeping a list of what clubs we attend and then sharing it with anybody who inquires. It's very concerning. And our read of this bill is that it would allow that.
So initiatives like these ones aren't signed or vetoed by the governor. Now that they've been approved by lawmakers, they'll simply take effect later this year. State lawmakers have so far opted not to take action on 3 other initiatives to the legislature, and those are expected to go on the November ballot for a statewide vote. Now, as you mentioned, Austin, today is also Super Tuesday when voters in 15 states and American Samoa will choose a candidate for president.
And Alyssa, there's so much at stake right now. And former President Trump, along with his Republican challenger, Nikki Haley. Now, Nikki, who has finished behind Trump in a majority of the primaries held so far, said that she would remain in the race until at least Monday. On the Democratic side, President Biden has won nearly all the delegates so far. However, he faced more uncommitted votes today, as he did during Michigan's primary over his response to the Israel and Hamas war. Since that vote in Michigan, the Biden administration has more forcefully called for a ceasefire.
Now, Washington State's presidential primary is coming up March 12th. Some voters have taken to social media, posting pictures of their ballots and asking, do I really have to declare myself a Republican or a Democrat for my vote to count? Well, the short answer is yes, and you have to pick a candidate from the party or your vote will not be counted. That's because, unlike Washington State's other elections, this one isn't picking a candidate to win. It's just helping the 2 major political parties decide how many of their delegates they will be allocating to each candidate at the national convention.
We understand that people want to feel independent and be able to choose, at different times to be a part of different parties. And we understand that, but for this particular race at this particular time, we're asking you to pick a team and we're asking you to participate in that team's choice.
Now, if the results are being used by the parties and for the party's nomination process, why are taxpayers footing the bill? We're going to talk about that, having the answer from county election officials and state party leaders coming up at 6. And foreign countries, including China, Russia, Iran, and Cuba, all tried to interfere in the 2022 U.S. midterm elections. That's according to a declassified assessment, which found foreign government efforts to impact the elections appeared to grow compared to 2018. Now, according to the intelligence community, it assessed with high confidence that China tried to influence a handful of midterm races, including both political parties. It also found that Russia sought to, quote, denigrate the Democratic Party before the midterm elections, end of quote. The assessment found that Iran sought to exploit social divisions and undermined confidence in federal institutions in the United States, But the assessment did not study the impact that those efforts may have had on the 2022 election outcome. The report finds there was no known order from any foreign leader to engage in a whole-of-government election influence campaign like the one that Russia is accused of carrying out in 2016. Let's switch gears here. Something much more cheerful. Let's talk about the forecast.
Let's do it. I was outside maybe 30 minutes ago and I was like, oh my gosh, it's nice out.
It's sunny. It feels almost warm, honestly.
We're getting there. We're getting there. So, Stacey, will this kind of weather continue?
It's looking good, and yes, it is nice outside. Check it out, 48 degrees, clear skies on our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Believe it or not, there was a little bit of snow falling earlier today along the Oregon-Washington border, Horse Heaven Hills area. That's gone now, though. Things are looking pretty good. Winds are down to Zippo. Our feels like temp at 48 degrees, so I'm liking that. Now, it is going to get chilly tonight. Temperatures once again down into the 20s all through the area, so do grab a coat if you're going to be outside. Here's what's coming up. Clear and chilly. Patchy fog could be developing mainly in the foothills of the Blues overnight. Mild right in through the weekend. We spring forward on Sunday. And on that note, as we do spring forward, remember to turn your clocks ahead before you go to bed Saturday night. Also think about changing the batteries in your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors as well. That's something important to think about as we go into this weekend. We're getting that much closer to spring, guys.
Good deal, Stacey. Tonight, we know the identity of a snowmobiler killed on Friday in an avalanche in Yakima County. According to the Yakima County Sheriff's Office, he was 59-year-old Michael Wayne Chandler of Moxie, Washington. The Northwest Avalanche Center says 2 mobilers were at the 6,600-foot level right near Darland Mountain when they triggered that avalanche. Heavy snow made it very difficult for the rescue crews to make it to the avalanche site, so a snow grooming machine actually had to help clear a path.
Now, tonight we're talking about Washington State Patrol Trooper Chris Gadd's body is being taken to Everett in a procession. You can send supportive messages to his family online. A vehicle hit and killed the 27-year-old early Saturday morning on I-5 in Western Washington. His family released a statement expressing appreciation to the community for the outpouring of support they've seen already. Trooper Gadd's family has asked that all cards be sent to the Washington State Patrol office in Marysville. The address is there on your screen.
Well, a deadly explosion under investigation tonight in Michigan. A building caught fire in Clinton Township. That's about 25 miles outside of Detroit. Officials say the company had just received a semi-load of butane containers. Now, the shipment also contained pallets of nitrous and lighter fluid, and more than 100,000 vape pens with lithium batteries. Officials say the blast sent a canister all the way just flying nearly a quarter mile. It struck a 19-year-old man who did die. A piece of debris it went right through a windshield, and that hurt a firefighter. The cause of the explosion remains unclear.
The Oregon State Legislature has passed a right to repair bill that now goes to Governor Tina Kotek. So this bill enables consumers to repair their own electronics by eliminating manufacturer restrictions. 3 other states have passed similar bills, but Oregon is the first to address what's called parts pairing. That makes it difficult to do the repairs yourself or with a third party because the parts themselves won't cooperate with your device. Not being able to repair phones outside the manufacturer is often expensive. It makes people throw away their phones instead of trying to fix them. That's called e-waste, which is thought to be the fastest growing waste stream in the world. It includes things like toxic heavy metals, lead, mercury, and cadmium. Oregon Senator Janine Solman says in part, Oregonians deserve to have affordable and sustainable options for repairing their electronics instead of throwing them away or replacing them. And again, that bill now goes to Governor Kotek to sign or veto.
The Washington Department of Health releasing information on a Franklin County pharmacy technician suspended for diverting pain meds. The Pharmacy Quality Assurance Commission suspended Elizabeth Marie Contero's license pending further legal action. Now, she admitted that she did divert 1,000 pills of hydrocodone, commonly called Vicodin and oxycodone, or OxyContin. Now, that's for major pain caused in injuries, maybe from a car accident. Now, Quintero was fired by her employee and has been charged with theft in Pasco Municipal Court. She has 20 days to respond to those charges and will not be allowed to practice until the charges are resolved.
Eastern Washington Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rodgers announced today that the Energy and Commerce Committee is holding a hearing on Thursday called Legislation to Protect American Data and National Security from Foreign Adversaries. Now, at that hearing, two pieces of bipartisan legislation will be considered. First, a bill called Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act, and the second called Protecting Americans' Data from Foreign Adversaries Act. McMorris Rodgers, the committee chair, says in part, quote, "At our hearing last year with the CEO of TikTok, we saw a company that was repeatedly caught lying about its relationship with ByteDance and the Chinese Communist Party. It confirmed our worst fears that applications controlled by foreign adversaries, like TikTok, are exploiting and weaponizing Americans' data and pose a clear national security threat to the United States," end quote. That hearing on Thursday is open to the public. It will be live streamed at energycommerce.house.gov. Tonight we're talking about new health benefits going into effect for veterans. Details coming up.
Also ahead, it does not apparently matter if your soda contains sugar or not. What a new study out tonight finds out about the risk of drinking both a diet and regular pop.
And Stacy's tracking what's ahead for this week and beyond. It's looking really good. Her first alert forecast is next on Apple Valley News Now at 5.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Right, Roy, she's never seen it!
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome to Walla Walla Regional Airport, where every departure is the beginning of a new adventure. From hassle-free check-ins to friendly staff, we make your travel experience seamless. Explore new destinations, create unforgettable memories, and embrace the thrill of discovery. We're excited to announce our 2 new Alaska Airlines flights to and from Seattle daily, and we offer free parking. Your next adventure begins with us, Walla Walla Regional Airport. Book your flights today at alaskaair.com.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Time for a health alert. New concerns about drinking soda, and it doesn't matter if it's diet or regular. A new study found one medium-sized fast food diet soda can raise the risk of AFib by 20%. A similar-sized sugary soda raises the risk by 10%. However, drinking just 4 ounces of pure unsweetened fruit juice appears to lower that AFib risk by 8%. 6 million Americans deal with AFib, which is described as a heart flutter of a flip-flop feeling in the chest. AFib can lead to stroke, blood clots, also heart failure, and increased dementia, along with kidney disease risk.
I think a lot of journalists are not going to like that study at all.
No, I just had a sip.
Well,
within the last few minutes.
Maybe have some juice after the show.
There you go, right.
All right, tonight we're talking about major changes to a VA health care benefits that start today.
Yeah, so the aim is to expand access to millions of veterans. Karen K-Fu has the details.
The Department of Veterans Affairs says millions of U.S. veterans are now eligible for VA health care earlier than anticipated.
This is the biggest expansion of VA care eligibility in generations.
It's covered by the PACT Act, which aims to expand VA benefits for service members exposed to burn pits, Agent Orange, radiation, and other toxic substances. Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America CEO Alison Jaslow, an Iraq War veteran, says the benefits are especially crucial to her generation of veterans when burning trash and other waste in burn pits was common practice.
In real time, we didn't know what kind of impact that would have, but I will say that most of us were thinking not necessarily cancer, but like, what is this doing to, like, if I'm breathing this in every single day?
When the PACT Act became law in August 2022, it laid out a plan to phase in eligibility for different groups of veterans until full implementation by 2032. But the VA accelerating that timeline, and all veterans exposed to toxins and other hazards while serving overseas or at home can apply for benefits now. Jaslow says getting more veterans into the VA system for proactive screenings and specialized care could save lives.
Maybe your doctor out in the civilian sector doesn't know to ask if you were even in the military, let alone exposed to toxins. And being in the care of VA practitioners is really a good thing for all generation of veterans.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kefa.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's talk about this morning. We've got our time lapse of our sunrise this morning on our Richland Skycam today. It was a nice, gentle morning, but you did see those clouds kind of hanging around. Since this morning, though, most of those clouds have moved on out of the area. Our sunrise at 6:27, and going forward after the time change, we're going to be changing that sunrise time to 7-ish in the morning. 48 degrees right now. There's the sun getting ready to set here at 5:49 p.m. Let's take a look at our temperatures over the next 24 hours. Going to be another chilly one tonight, especially between 3 and 6 as you get ready to get out the door in the morning. You're going to want to bundle up. Things warm up, though, by the mid-afternoon in the Tri-Cities. Very chilly in the morning. A cool start, staying below freezing till about 9. After 9 or so, you'll start to feel the warm up in Yakima. Let's take a look at our weather pattern for the next couple of days. We had that system just move through today. It did bring a few surprise stray snow showers right here at the state line, but overall we're going to remain clear as that moves off to the east. Another system up towards British Columbia. That's not going to impact our region, at least for the next couple of days. So things are looking pretty calm. Let's take a look at Futurecast for tonight. Nice clear skies, a few clouds settling in the Seattle area, and here comes that chance of maybe a little bit of fog developing in some of the lower elevations or right here along the foothills of the Blues between Pendleton and Walla Walla. So we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow morning, but overall we've got nice clear skies. It is going to be chilly tonight. Look at those temperatures tonight in Cle Elum, 16 degrees. It's going to be 26 in Sunnyside, 23 tonight in Yakima. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities also in the mid and upper 20s, 28 for Tri-Cities, 26 in Prosser, and a chilly 26 in Connell. Foothills of the Blues, cool there tonight as well with temperatures in the 20s, low 20s for Dayton at 23. That is where we could expect to see a little bit of patchy late night, early morning fog developing through the area. Let's look at tomorrow's daytime highs. Mostly sunny, still on the cool slide. We're running just slightly below our average. By the end of this month, we should be seeing temperatures closer to 60 degrees. 40s along the foothills of the Blues tomorrow, 50s and 40s in the Columbia Basin, and 40s and 50s in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. In fact, here's our averages for Tri-Cities in the month of March. We start out in the low to mid 50s during the day, but making it up to the 60s by the end of the month. Our low temperatures range between 30 and 36. And precip, well, we still get a bit of that. Don't forget, spring officially begins on March 19th. Let's take a look at that 7-day planning forecast. There's what it looks like in Hermiston. A couple beautiful days ahead. We'll see a little bit of a transition Saturday or Sunday night into Monday, where we could see some showers starting to develop into our area. But the temperatures are staying warm and those overnight lows getting above the freezing level. Springing forward this weekend in Walla Walla. Here's Yakima. It's going to be beautiful for the next couple of days, springing forward again and looking for some showers to develop with slightly cooler temperatures heading into the midweek. Tri-Cities looking good. It's going to be sunny. We should have a pretty nice day on Saturday. Again, we're springing forward here. Look at these temperatures, though, close to 60 degrees, so that would be above the average for this time of year. So lots of great weather still to get to, including our viewer photo of the day. It's coming up, guys.
Thanks, Stacey. Up next, making a difference in the Mid-Columbia.
We will tell you about today's event that aims to fill hungry bellies. You're watching the news at 5.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
This isn't Charmin. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
Here's Charmin Ultra Strong.
Ah, my bottom's been saved.
With its diamond weave texture, Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better with fewer sheets and less effort. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
With Dish, get the same TV bill every month for 2 years.
Hello? God, I think someone's coming.
No price hikes, no surprises. Because surprising TV shows are great. Surprising TV bills, not great.
Let's get you some fresh water.
The 2-year TV price guarantee from Dish. Tuned in to you.
Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now seeing patients at Prosser Orthopedic Center providing sports medicine and orthopedic care. His services include arthroscopic surgery, sports injuries treatment, shoulder instability, rotator cuff and replacement surgery, knee reconstruction, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Higgs, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Welcome back. Second Harvest and Walmart in Richland partnered up to help feed people in need. This morning, Second Harvest and Walmart volunteers held a drive-through food bank. The Richland Walmart helped Second Harvest with volunteers and donating their food from 10 a.m. to noon to help provide food for over 250 people in the area. Kim Pierce, the Walmart in Richland store manager, says they've partnered up with Second Harvest for 3 years now. She says the drive-through food bank was a great idea to her because she knew they had the parking lot and the space to help people, and not everyone can afford to provide food.
It matters to help people have food just because, you know, there's people struggling all around and there's people that are in need. And, you know, if we can just be, you know, a better, you know, neighborhood and a better community, then it just supports us all around, just strengthens the community.
Now, she says if you missed this morning's drive-through food bank, they do plan on doing this again throughout the year. You can find more information on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com, after the newscast. And we have a programming schedule change to share with you tonight. President Biden will deliver his State of the Union address to a joint session of Congress coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, here's what you need to know. That means you can actually see Apple Valley News Now at 5 p.m. on TV at its regular time. But at 6, we're going to actually bring you a live and local newscast that you can check in at applevalleyNewsNow.com, or you can watch on any of our apps.
And on TV, you'll see ABC News Network coverage of the State of the Union and the Republican response. You're watching Apple Valley News Now. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast next.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Tonight, Super Tuesday. 15 states and 1 territory choose their nominee for president. Is this the last battle before the general election? More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Brett Michaels, Party Gras 2024. Mother's Day weekend Party Gras concert. Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino, Toppenish. From over 50 million albums sold comes the Poison hits and solo hits live from the man who starred in VH1's Rock of Love, The Masked Singer on Fox, and ABC's Greatest Hits. Party Gras 2024. Tickets available at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino gift shop. Saturday, May 11th. Legends Casino, Toppenish.
Car wreck? I'm here to help you. His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has. Stacy always says really good things about me. I got T-boned at an intersection. Ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get. I did my best, and she got way more than she expected. Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Listen up. You've got 4 days and 4 days only to save like never before during the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. No limit. You'll also find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, dining tables and chairs, bedrooms, and much, much more. Plus, get 4 years no interest financing. But don't wait. The 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
At Goodwill, we're more than just a store. We believe in the power of community. Our devoted team of employees, working hand in hand with local business partners, unite to create opportunities for all. Within Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program that assists job seekers in crafting resumes, preparing for interviews, and grants access to community resources and information. We're not just building careers, we're building bridges that strengthen our community.
Goodwill, where your purchases and donations transform your community.
Welcome back. We are talking about the beautiful weather. Stacy, I was out near Benton City earlier today. All of the area along I-82 that burned last year has this nice haze of green on it now.
That's right. It's starting. Spring is starting to pop out, and we're just days away from the official start of spring. Remember, it's coming up on March 19th. Now, we've seen a lot of skies looking like this. Check out our weather photo of the day. This is from our friend Dave in West Richland. That is the Horse Heaven, or the Badger Mountain Hills. Anyway, great photo. And I was seeing a lot of views just like this driving home from the mountains a couple of days ago, a couple of microbursts over the hills. Now, if you were out around the Horse Heaven Hills area today or along the Oregon-Washington border, you might have encountered a few snowflakes, believe it or not. It was this weird little system that came and went, but they did see a little bit of snow out there. Let's take a look at tomorrow, planning your day out. Going to grab that coat early in the morning as it will be chilly, but you can take some of those layers off later in the afternoon. We're looking at mostly sunny skies all through the area. The wind that we've been dealing with, not going to be an issue tomorrow, so looking like a pretty decent forecast ahead, and we're going to see nice mild weather at least through Saturday, and then things are going to change a little bit Sunday. So
Well, I'll take it. Mild weather through the weekend sounds great to me.
That's perfect.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6.
Hoping your news is good news.